For the last few weeks, I heavily debated doing this specific video, but I saw your comments and I'm up for the challenge. Today, I want to talk about how you fix John Carpenter's Halloween. Hey, what is up everybody? Nick here, and today I want to talk to you guys about John Carpenter's Halloween, and more specifically, how you can fix John Carpenter's Halloween. Now, if you are new to my channel and you just heard the intro to this video, relax, okay? John Carpenter's Halloween is my favorite horror film ever. It's my favorite film of all time. I am nothing without that movie. It made me a movie fan, it made me a collector, it made me everything I am. It made me a nerd. But I've been doing this series on how to fix these movies, and people have been saying you should try to do Halloween. That would be controversial. So I got to thinking about it, and I was like, are there things I would change about Halloween? And sitting here thinking about this, I'm just like, God, this is going to be so nitpicky. Like, why am I doing this? But I'm not one to back down from a challenge. So let's get into it. All right, so the first fix with John Carpenter's Halloween is one that I actually talked about a couple weeks ago when I covered the extended edition of the movie. And that is including some kind of scene with Loomis about child Michael Myers. Now, I'm specifically thinking of the scene in the extended edition where Loomis is meeting before the board at Smith's Grove and is urging them to take this more seriously, to have Michael Myers locked away in a maximum security facility and to have stronger security measures, but to no avail. This scene is fantastic. Now, I know hindsight's 2020. This was filmed over 2 years after the original Halloween came out, so they didn't know at the time. But watching this scene play out, and specifically watching Donald's performance in it, I mean, it's awesome. I think it adds a lot to the characters of Michael Myers and Dr. Loomis, and underscores the entire theme of this film, that this man is purely and simply evil. He's not human. He is, but he's not really. So I honestly think that having a scene like this only benefits it. It is the strongest addition of the extended cut, and honestly, I think it's a fantastic scene. The next fix for John Carpenter's Halloween, and this is really just more me personally, I would have liked to have met Ben Tramer, because even in Halloween 2, we don't get to meet Ben Tramer. Now, some of you guys may think that that is reaching and it's unnecessary. Well, one, it is reaching because I'm trying to find fixes to a movie that I find to be flawless. But I actually think it would have mattered for the character of Laurie Strode, because we know her as this shy, bookworm, quiet girl. She is unlike her two best friends. She doesn't seem to care about the same things that her friends do, like drinking and hanging out with boys, except Ben Tramer. I think getting to see Ben Tramer and maybe to get an interaction between the two of them could have shown different sides to Laurie, and we could have actually gotten to know her a little bit better. And also, I think it would have just been nice to put a face to the name, and because he doesn't even get a face in the second one because he is cooked like a shish kebab. So, minor thing here, but I think it would have helped. God, I feel so blasphemous even saying these kinds of things, but the next fix with John Carpenter's Halloween is one that's always bothered me, and it's super nitpicky, but hear me out here. Look, the scene where Loomis and Marion are going to Smith's Grove and Michael has broken out and gets on top of the car, I want you to freeze frame that. If you've never noticed this, he has a wrench in his hand to help him break the passenger side window. And I don't know why, but that has always bothered me so much because it's so obvious. Look, I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, John Carpenter's cigarette smoke in that one scene by the hedge. I actually think that's cool, whatever, like I don't really care. But that damn wrench is so obvious and it bothers me every time. Now, it also is one of those little things, those little mistakes in this movie that make it so homey to me and make it such a product of its time. So like, I love it at the same time, but God, it irks me. Just seeing the damn wrench. I'm like, dude, Nick could have broken that window. I feel like I'm going to like Halloween fan hell for this video, but like, here we are again trying to find something. The next fix with Halloween would be, I guess if I had to say something, giving Lindsay a one-on-one encounter with Michael Myers. Because I feel like when we watch children in movies, we don't like them to be put in danger. Like, that's just innate in us. We don't like that. These are helpless individuals. So, like, when Tommy runs into Michael outside the school, you're scared for Tommy. Lindsay doesn't really get a harrowing moment like that. Sure, her and Tommy are locked in the closet while Michael is in the bedroom, but then once he's incapacitated, they run away, and they don't really have a one-on-one experience. Now, again, super nitpicky, but I think it would have added more tension to this movie. It's always really suspenseful when that kind of stuff happens. I mean, I think back to the Halloween trilogy for David Gordon Green, and I look at Halloween 2018. One of my favorite scenes in that movie is the kid and his dad coming upon the bus crash, and Michael being in the car with that kid. Like, we don't like that kind of stuff. That stuff just gets under our skin. I honestly think that it would have added just an extra layer of tension. Like, I didn't want Lindsay to end up getting hurt or anything. No, but like having a face-to-face confrontation with Michael, even if it was just for a few seconds like Tommy's was, I would have loved that. And the last thing I would fix about John Carpenter's Halloween, I know this list isn't really long and it's super nitpicky, but this is another nitpick of mine. PJ Soul's acting when she's dying. Okay, it's not that like physically she's not selling it, but audibly, I mean, come on, we all know what that sounds like. I remember being a teenager and I'd watch that movie in my room and I'd be like, I really hope my mom doesn't hear this because she's going to be like, what are you watching in there?
Hello?
Like with asphyxiation, you wouldn't really be able to make much noise if your windpipe was being like collapsed. So I don't really get that in the first place, but I just don't like the route that she took it. Like, it's just weird to me. It makes me feel uncomfortable because like, yeah, PJ back in the day, oh, she was smoking, but I was like, you're dying here, sister. You know that, right? You're not, you know. Look, y'all, that's it. Like, I can sit here and think of like little things, little technical mistakes throughout this movie, like the palm trees in the background in a couple shots and whatever. But like, why would I want to do that? This movie was a product of its time. It came out in 1978. It had a shoestring budget. Everybody knows the story about Halloween. You can't go back and change that. It just is what it is. They were limited by a lot of factors, and the fact that they turned in one of the greatest horror movies of all time, which is agreed upon by everybody, is truly a testament to how good this thing is. And I mean, it is that good. Like, it's all that in a bag of chips. It is amazing. I don't want to feel like I'm trying to tear down a movie that I love more than anything. You know, it's like my son, Halloween. I'm exaggerating, I think. But I also know that there are people that don't hold this movie in as high a regard as I do. And I don't understand that, but like I respect it because I'm not expecting everybody to share my feelings on the original Halloween. If it's not one of your favorite movies ever made, that's fine. But we can all agree it is a classic. It is a titan of the industry. Like, you cannot deny the magnificence that is the original Halloween. But I don't know, guys. I'm done trying to nitpick. I'm done trying to tear apart my favorite movie ever. What do you guys think of the minor nitpicky fixes that I put together? Fixes? We're not even going to say fixes, okay? Whatever. Whatever it is, I want to hear down below in the comments section. If you're somebody that doesn't like this movie and you're from Mars, what is it about this movie that you don't like? What would you change? Would you make wholesale changes? Comment down below and let me know. I want to thank all you guys so much for watching the video. Make sure to leave a like on it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. This is Nick at the Lost River Drive-In, and I'm pulling out.